You ever looked around and felt like something wasn't quite right? Like maybe your neighbors were watching you a little too closely? Well, in Alyssa Cole's When No One Is Watching You, turns out they are. And trust me, what they're doing is way worse than being nosy. Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Murder, Mystery, and Me. My name is Steffi. Today, we're diving into the book When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. You guys, this is a good one, so stay tuned. Y'all, I went into this book thinking maybe a mild suspense, maybe a little bit of thriller. But what I got was a full-on horror movie disguised as gentrification. Now, this book had me side-eyeing my own neighbors. Like, should I be concerned? All right, so let's get into Sydney Green, a born and raised Brooklynite who's watching her neighborhood get taken over by overpriced coffee shop, Whole Foods wannabes, and people who swear they're not racist but clutch their pearls every time they see her. But here's the thing. Sydney feels as though something is off. The thing is her black neighbors are disappearing, and in their place are a bunch of rich white people entering the neighborhood. And the white people, oh, they pretend that they've been there forever. When Sydney knows that's not quite right. But here's the thing, when she starts digging into what's really going on, she soon finds out that she's in way deeper than she ever imagined. So what starts off as a deep dive into gentrification soon turns into something way worse, because Sydney and her new pal Theo, well, they don't just find out that black people are missing. Y'all, black people are being snatched from the neighborhood. And not only that, they're being experimented on and erased from existence. Y'all, this book got crazy. And here I am thinking that this is going to be one of those Get Out style thrillers about racism. Nope, y'all, I was wrong. Y'all, this is a straight up horror movie, the kind that makes you think and wonder if your neighbors is plotting on you right now. And look, the way they throwing up condos and townhouses around here, this could really be going on. And here's the thing, y'all. Sydney knows that something is up. But the thing is that everyone keeps gaslighting her. Her friends, her new neighbors, y'all, even the police are pretending that nothing is going on. But when she finds out there is literally an underground medical experiment going on in her neighborhood, all bets are off. And Sydney is not having it. I mean, y'all, can we talk about this for a minute? So, black bodies are basically being snatched, removed from their home, and experimented on. And the worst part about it is that this was all legal in their messed up system that they created. Look, I'm telling y'all, the true horror was not in the acts. It was how everyone seemed to think that this was normal and playing along as if it was. Now, let's get into Theo, because at first I was like, boy, bye. Ain't nobody thinking about you. Ain't nobody studying you. Don't trust him, Sydney. Don't trust him. But eventually, even Theo realizes that something is off in this neighborhood. Oh, and his girlfriend, she's in on the conspiracy. And look, let me tell you, his neighbors is watching him just as hard as he is watching them. They looking at him like, we don't know you. We don't trust you. And look here, I don't blame them. Nobody is safe in this book. And let me just tell you, when everything comes together and Sydney realizes what's really going on, y'all, I had to close this book and reevaluate my life. The ending was wild, chaotic, and y'all, honestly, the scariest part was how real this could actually be. I'm telling you, this book made me look at gentrification like a full-on horror movie. Like now, every time I see a new building going up, I'm looking sideways, because what's really going on in this neighborhood? I mean, a complete erasure of Black communities. Y'all, that's a reality. And Alyssa Cole brought this reality of displacement and turned it into a nightmare that feels completely too close to home, y'all. Look, if you guys like psychological thrillers that make you think and will have you looking at your neighbors all upside their head, you need to check out When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. Y'all, this is not just a thriller. This is a lesson on power and privilege and what communities are treated like when they are looked at as disposable. This book is terrifyingly real, and it'll stay with you long after you've turned the last page. So now that I've told you about the recent book that totally messed up my head, what was the last book that you read that got in your mind and messed you up a little bit? I want to know. So leave it for me in the comments. And that's it for this episode of Mind Games with Murder, Mystery, and Me. Go ahead and leave me your best psychological thriller in the comments. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you think would love it. I'll see you in the next mystery.